The biggest difference between people who win and people who lose is that winners expect to win. Winners are not surprised when they win. Like when I win, I don't like overly celebrate because I expected that to be the outcome. Amateurs, when they win, they're surprised and then they over celebrate. And like I said, when they over celebrate, they become ineffective because they're taking their eye off the game for way too long, right? I won the week this week. And then they talk about that 1 week for the next 6 weeks. And the next 6 weeks, the guy who expected to win is still going just as hard. So it's an expectation. That's the difference between winners and losers that I think in terms of not so much their self-talk, but just their attitude. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists saying goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society. And welcome to reality, guys. Today we have Q&AF. We always like to start the week off with some good knowledge in your dome, and that's what we're going to do today. Now, if you want to submit questions for the show, there's a couple ways you can do that. The first way is,
guys, you can email these questions into askandy@andyfrisella.com.
Or you can go on YouTube in the comment sections of the Q&AF episodes and drop your question in there, and we'll answer some from there as well. Now, through the week, we're going to have different formats of the show. There's shows within the show. Okay, tomorrow, you're going to hear CTI. That stands for Cruise the Internet. Cruise the Internet is where we put topics on the screen, we speculate on what's true, on what's not true, we try to figure out what's really going on, and then we talk about what we, the people, have to do to solve these problems going on in the world. Other times, we're going to have Real Talk. Real Talk is just 5 to 20 minutes of me giving you some real talk, and then we have 75 Hard Verses. Now, if you're unfamiliar with 75 Hard, it is the initial phase of the Live Hard program, which is available for free at episode 208. 75 Hard and Live Hard are the world's most popular mental transformation programs in history, and they're free. You get them for free at episode 208 on the audio feed. Now, there is a book called The Book on Mental Toughness available on my website, andyfrisella.com. It will go through the entire Live Hard program plus 10 extra chapters on mental toughness, why it's important, how you can apply it, and how you can use it to build the life of your dreams. There's also some case studies in there of some very famous people. They talk about how they've used mental toughness to get where they're going. And yeah, it's not required, but if you're someone like me that likes to know the ins and the outs, it's a great book. We can't keep it in stock. So there's that. Now, we do have a fee for the show, and the fee is very simple. You'll notice, if you're a listener, that I do not run ads on the show. Probably the only podcast of this size that doesn't do that. I finance the entire show out of my pocket, and I do that because I don't want to answer to other people telling me what I can and can't say on the show. All right? And in exchange, I ask very simply that you help us get the word out. We're constantly battling censorship, shadow bans, traffic throttles on all platforms. And so for the show to get out, I need your help. And we call that the fee. So tell one person, man. Every time you get an episode, if it makes you think, if it makes you laugh, it gives you a new perspective, teaches you some new knowledge, which you're definitely going to learn today, please share the show and do that for every show. You know, if the episode's good, share it. If you don't get any value, no obligation. It's kind of on the honor system. So don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
All right.
Hey.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm all right, man. It's a good day's Monday.
Yeah.
Had a good weekend.
Yep.
We're all still here from the solar flares, apparently.
Huh?
Solar flares are coming in. Apparently, we had solar flares Friday night. That's what they're saying. I don't know.
On. Everybody knows we record the show on fucking Friday, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh.
I mean, is he fooling you guys?
Well, I didn't know if they do or not.
Yeah.
Dude, I was trying to keep it in character.
It is in character, except for it's the wrong one.
Oh, okay. Well, we got solar flares tonight, so hopefully when you guys are listening to this, we're still here.
DJ's over here trying to pull a fast one on you guys.
I feel like that's how it's always. I've always done that, though.
Yeah, but they know.
Oh.
You want to just pretend like it is?
No, it's fine.
No, we'll just pretend.
No, it's fine. We'll do it live.
No, we'll just keep pretending the way you want it to be. I had a great weekend, man.
Okay, we'll do it live.
What'd you do this weekend? What'd you do?
I don't know yet.
What? Hold on. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was good.
Was it? What'd you do? Oh fuck, dude! They're on to us.
Just trying to, keep it right. We'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
I do want to start doing the show live. I think our Monday. I think we should start doing the show live
on Mondays.
Yeah, we do them at like 10 a.m. in the morning, bro, and then like just produce them into a regular episode.
It'd have to be on Tuesdays though.
Why?
Because we record on Mondays for the CTIs.
No. It'd be live.
A live CTI?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It'd be live. Like we would put the internet up there and we just start talking about it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, we just start doing that. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? When do you think I actually do my work? I do it before I come here.
Yeah, before he starts playing entrepreneur.
Yeah, before I start playing up. Yeah, if I don't get up early and take a couple hours at home, bro, I can't do shit.
You're up at 4 a.m.
No, I'm not.
You do your green tea regimen.
No, I'm up at 4 a.m. taking a pee because my enlarged prostate. Because I'm in my mid-40s. Yeah. All right, let's do the show.
Oh, shit.
These people trying to get better. And
DJ's
man. Just telling them lies.
That's crazy. That's my enlarged prostate. Fuck, man.
I just say that so I can get the finger in the butt, you know?
Hey.
Yeah.
I gotta be 40 to do that?
Huh? What? All right, let's go. Come on.
Let's make people better, man. That's what we're here for. Hope you guys are having a great start to your Mondays.
I had a great weekend, though.
Yeah, weekend's fire.
Yeah.
Guys, Andy, question number 1. Hey, Andy, how do you redirect your teams after a loss? My team, for the most part, have been grinding and working towards our goal for this grant for the last 6 months, and just plainly it didn't get it. I've been scratching my head trying to figure out where we went wrong, but man, I think for all of us, we're just kind of mentally drained right now. What have you found to be the best way to redirect and recover to move forward for the teams?
Well, look, this is going to happen over and over and over again. There's going to be a number of times through your business career where you're going to work very hard towards something. You're going to have your team putting a lot of effort into things, and it just doesn't work out. That's called entrepreneurship in business. It's a normal thing. And it does suck the wind out of your sails, right? When you have all this investment and all this time and all this energy and all this money invested into a project and it kind of fizzles and doesn't work out the way you want it to, it can be completely demoralizing for everybody. But it's up to the leader of the team to come in and remind them that this is the way it goes sometimes, okay? Just like sports, just like any other competitive endeavor, we're going to have situations where we put all of our practice time, all of our effort, we're going to train hard, we're going to eat right, we're going to do everything that we can, and we're still going to lose the game sometimes, and that's the reality. So the best thing that you can do is to walk in and say, hey, guys, I know that we've put a lot of effort in. I appreciate it. I'm very proud of the effort that you put in. Nobody here was an anchor in the boat. Everybody here was doing what they could do. It just didn't work out. What do we learn through this process? And then I start writing on the board. I let them have an open forum. What do you think we learned? One person raised their hand. We learned this, right? I write that on the board. That's a good thing. What else did we learn? We learned how to do this. Okay, that's a good thing. We learned how to do this. Okay, that's a good thing. Now we learned all these new things as a group, as a team. Let's figure out how we can apply them moving forward, because let's not forget, guys, that we have this bigger mission that we're working on. And even though this didn't work out, we still have this to do. So let's put this behind us. Let's chalk it up to a learning lesson. We all learned, we all got better, and now let's move forward on this and automatically shift their wallowing or their feeling bad or their negative feelings towards the situation into a new mission as quickly as possible. Because if you let them wallow in it or sulk in it, it makes it worse. It festers. It starts to get infected. And then you develop things like, cancerous people in the organization who are like, man, we did all that shit and it didn't work out. Well, fuck, dude, that's how the business works. That's part of the deal. So the main thing you got to do here is you have to acknowledge them for the hard work they put in. You have to take inventory of the lessons that we learned, and then we have to pivot into a new mission immediately. Okay, so once we say, hey, that was yesterday, the loss is over, this is what it is, we're going to move forward here. And interestingly enough, the same formula applies when you have a big win. All right, when you have a big win, you're going to go in there and you're going to say, all right, guys, good job. We won. What do we learn? We learned this, we learned this, we learned this, we learned this, we learned this. Okay, now realize We can't ride that win. We can't sit here and say, oh, we did this one time. That's just part of the bigger mission. All right. We have this big mission to do. So from today on, we're going to focus here. So the process of addressing a loss or addressing a win is structurally the same, right? Acknowledge the work, take inventory of the lessons, redirect into the mission, and move forward from there. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense, man. When you talk about specifically on the loss side of things, right? Acknowledging the hard work, like in this case, because it sounds like two things can be true at once, right? Like, yes, you guys worked your ass off, but still the other team was just better, right? Or whatever the case
dude,
is.
There's lots of things that could happen, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look, sometimes it's not even better. Sometimes in business, it's, you're working on a grant and the other guy at the company, his uncle's on the grant board, right? There's things like this. Yes. So there are things that are out of our control relationship-wise in business that sometimes, we can work very hard to be the best option and still lose. And that's not very often, but it could happen. And what I'm saying, and the reason I'm bringing this up is there are things out of our control that could dictate whether we win or lose, but we have to control what we can control to the best of our abilities and present the best possible outcome that we are in control of.
Yeah. So with that, on the acknowledging the hard work in a loss environment, what does that look like specifically? Like, I mean, are we still doing a fucking pizza party? Are we doing a dinner night?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but we also don't really do that when we win. It's a 24-hour rule, okay? There's a 24-hour rule. You have 24 hours to feel bad about a loss. You have 24 hours to feel good about a win. After that, we're moving forward, all right? So, no, there's no formal pizza party. It's very simple. Like, hey, guys, I really appreciate everything that you've done. We worked really hard. I know, you might want to point out a few key people that led that part of the deal. This guy did this. You guys did this. You guys did everything you could. I know you did everything you could. Sometimes things don't work out, and that's the way it is. And then you move into what do we learn, and then you move into what we're going to do next. And it's the same thing when you win. The process is identical, dude.
Yeah.
The problem that most people run into here is that when they lose, they sulk. And then when they win, they over-celebrate, okay? And both are equally as harmful because what happens is when you sulk, you start to believe that you can't do it and things are really bad and things get things are made way worse in our minds and we become ineffective, all right? When we win, we think we're better than we are and we ride that win so long that we also become ineffective. Yeah. So either way, if you give too much time or too much attention to the win or the loss, you lose the ability to stay effective. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense.
Okay, so we want to acknowledge the effort, take inventory of the lessons, pivot into the new mission, and make sure that the loss or the win is only talked about or celebrated for 24 hours. That is the formula for addressing and getting people pivoted back on the path. Because, dude, this question is very, very, very close. Like, if you just substitute the word big win in for big loss, it's the same structure of how to handle it. Because if you let your fucking team ride on a win for 6 months, during that 6 months, you're going to get your ass beat because there's business to be handled tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real shit, man. I love it. Guys, Andy, question number 2. Andy, I've been finding it so easy to just be like, I'm kicking ass. I'm so busy. What's the difference between being busy and being productive? Is busy even a word that you use? Is that a word that should be used?
Busy is a word that amateurs use. Amateurs take pride in bragging to everybody about how busy they are. Hey, man, what's going on? Oh fuck. Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. Okay, like, what else is going on? Fuck, I don't know. I'm just so tired. By the way, people who do that and they answer like that, keep those fucking people away from you, okay? Those people are cancer. They're negative. They're in their feelings. They're looking for sympathy. Here's the reality. We're all fucking busy. Every one of us is busy, but only a select few of us is actually effective with the business that we concern ourselves with, all right? So it doesn't matter how busy you are. That is not a badge of honor. There's no badge of honor. There's no award. There's no championship trophy for who the fuck the busiest is. That's just what weak people say, unproductive people say to deflect from their lack of results. Okay. Now, if you ask someone who is actually producing results how things are going, they're going to answer like this. It's great, dude. We got this going. We got this going. We got this going. They don't talk about the time that was put into it. They talk about the actual results that are being produced or the seeds that are growing that are soon to be harvested. All right. So it's two different mentalities. Losers fucking concern themselves with being busy. Winners concern themselves with being effective. That is it. So remember that when you're dealing with high-level people. Like if I walk up to someone and I say, hey, Steve, how's it going? Oh, fuck, I'm so fucking busy.
How much time you got?
Oh, I'm fucking running myself to the bone. Exhausted. Ugh. I'm going to be like, fuck, I'm never talking to that guy again. You know what I'm saying? Like ever. Like I'm not doing shit. I'm not doing business with him. Yeah. I'm not hanging out with him. I'm not doing shit. If I go talk to, Bob and I say, hey, Bob, how's it going? What's going on? Oh, bro, it's going great, dude. We got this going. We got this going. We got this going. We're kicking ass. This. These are moving well. He doesn't concern himself with how much effort it takes. He concerns himself with what result is being produced. Okay. And that is the difference between winners and losers. Winners look at the results being produced. Losers concern themselves with how much time they are spending. They're spinning their wheels. They are being ineffective. They think that there's some sort of an award for talking about how busy they are and how tired they are and how exhausted they are, when in reality, it's a completely different language than what winners speak. Winners speak in terms of effectiveness. Losers speak in terms of busy. So remember that the next time you start to rant about how busy you've been. No one cares. The world doesn't care how busy you are. The world doesn't care how much work you had to do. If you have to do that much work and you're that busy, it means you're not very skilled, because highly skilled people will produce results with less effort. That's the point. So if you find yourself in a situation, and by the way, when you're just starting out in business and you don't know shit, you're going to be busy because you have low skill. But as you move and your skill gets acquired and you gain more and more and more of skill, the time invested to produce the result is less. Like, for example, 20 years ago, someone called me and said, hey, we got this problem. I would there all day being like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Blah, blah, blah. Just do this? I don't know. And I, sit there and think about it all day and busy myself to death about trying to solve this problem. Now I've been doing it for 25 years. The same problem is they call me up, hey, we got this problem. All right, do this.
Done.
Go back to what the fuck I was doing. Right? That's the power of having experience. That's the power of becoming skilled. And that's who you want to be. You don't want to be the busy guy who accomplishes nothing. You want to be the effective guy that can be effective in the shortest amount of time possible. And then if you want to, and you want to apply all that energy, think how much more productive work you could get done if you were busy and effective at the same time on the backside with a lot of skill. And that's where the true killers live. The true killers stay busy and effective and put in maximum energy. You could be very successful, though, just being high skilled and not putting in that much energy as well. So it just depends, man, on how far you want to take it. Like for me, I invest all my energy and I'm highly skilled because I want to fucking dominate. That's what I want to do. So, but not everybody wants to win at that level. People have different levels that they're comfortable at or where they want to go. And I can respect that,
but you're saying for you, that's what's required.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm built for that.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, dude, bragging about busy and talking about how busy you are, you're just indicating to everybody else that you're a fucking amateur. That's the truth. Okay, nobody cares. The world doesn't care. The world is ruled by results. The world is not ruled by effort. It is ruled by results. So if you can't produce the results, it means you lack skill. If you have to put in a bunch of effort to get something done, it means you lack skill. The more skill you gain, the less energy it takes to execute, which produces the result. So it's like a sliding scale, dude. When you first start, it takes tons of effort because you don't have skill. Later on, 10 years down the road, you have more skill. It takes less effort because you already know the answers. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's how you want to do. And then if you want to get to the elite, you have high skill and high effort.
Yeah, I love that. Let me ask you this, because I feel like this also leads into a topic of just very simple self-talk, and the language that you use on a daily basis, right? What have you seen, I guess, in your 25 years, of words that you used to use back then, or self-talk conversations you used to have back then that have changed outside of just this busy versus being productive conversation? How do winners talk? How should they be talking versus how?
I think the biggest difference between people who win and people who lose is that winners expect to win. Winners are not surprised when they win. Like when I win, I don't like overly celebrate because I fucking expected that to be the outcome.
Yeah.
All right. Amateurs, they when they win, they're surprised and then they over celebrate. And like I said, when they over celebrate, they become ineffective because they're taking their eye off the game for way too long, right? Oh, I won the week this week. And then they talk about that 1 week for the next 6 weeks. And the next 6 weeks, the guy who expected to win is still going just as hard. So it's an expectation. That's the difference between winners and losers that I think in terms of not so much their self-talk, but just their attitude. Like when I set out to do a project, I expect to win. I don't expect anything else than that. I expect to be the absolute best. I expect to win. It's a legitimate, in my heart, expectation. And anything less than that is a loss.
Yeah.
And so people, a lot of people are like, why don't you celebrate more? Why don't you take it? Because, dude, that's the result that I expected. And there's people who love to win, and then there's people who hate to lose. The people who love to win are usually people who don't expect to win, and it feels good for them. People who hate to lose usually expect to win all the time, and then when they lose, they're fucking furious. Yeah. I'm a hate to lose person because I expect to win. And I think that's the biggest mentality difference between average or less than average and elite performers is the expectation of what they're going to produce.
Yeah. Well, would you also say, too, it's also the understanding of how a win is actually made? Right? Like you understand that process of the inputs going into that, right? That's why there's no surprise, right? Like I know it's fucking 2 because I did 1 + 1.
I mean, yeah, that's part of it, man. But the other part of it is the attitude of I'm willing to do whatever the fuck is required to produce that outcome, right? A lot of people aren't wired that way. Like if I say I'm going to do X, like if I say I'm going to build the next fucking Nike, which is what the fuck I'm doing. If I say that, which I say it all the time, I don't think people understand what I'm willing to do that. Like I'm willing to do whatever I have to do. If I have to go back to living on a piss-stained mattress for 10 years to get there, that's what the fuck I'll do. I'll do whatever's required. It doesn't matter. And I know that if I do whatever's required, that will be the outcome. But most people can't do that. Most people aren't willing to set their feet on the fucking line and say, bro, we're doing this no matter what. There is no fucking options. This is going to happen. That's not how most people think. That's how I think. That's how other big winners think. People who don't win and who don't win big, they say shit like this. Well, that would be really cool. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And when I say shit, I'd be like, bro, this is going to be fucking awesome. Not, it might be awesome. Like, this is going to be awesome. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's slight differences in how people talk. And as you get more experienced, with entrepreneurship and business and just winning in general, you can really easily pick up on someone's mentality by the way they talk about things. Yeah. People will say shit like, oh man, that would be so cool if we were able to do this. And I know that guy's never going to do that. Right. But other people,
you know that.
Fuck yeah, I know. Yeah. That he's not, because dude, look, this is the most competitive game on the planet, dude. If you're not willing to fucking do whatever it takes, you cannot win at the highest level. You can't really win at any level. And so when people say shit like, man, it'd be really cool if we were able to do that, that's not a very confident statement. A confident statement is, bro, we're going to fucking do that. And not only are we going to do that, we're going to do that no matter what the fuck happens. And if we have to do this, if I got to sell my house, if I got to sell my fucking cars, if I got to go live in the fucking woods in a tent, that is happening. And that's how I look at things. And that's how all winners look at things. And it's a zero option mentality. Once you decide where the fuck you're going, you are going to get there no matter what. And that is a big, huge difference between people who win all the time and people who never win. It's just the expectation of what the outcome will be because they understand that they will do anything to get it. And I think that's a fundamental difference. Every winner I know, every fucking one of them, they don't pick a target and then say, man, I wonder if we can get there. They pick a target and then they start thinking, okay, well, how can I get there? All right, I got to do this. And then they go run the power list play. Okay. They break it down into daily wins, Go listen to the episode 16. It'll give you the whole playbook for free. They break it down. They take the big goal. They break it down into actionable steps to a daily basis. They execute those steps, and they understand if they execute those steps every single fucking day, eventually you get there. If you go out to dig a hole in the fucking ground and you say the hole has got to be 20 feet by 40 feet, and you got a shovel, a little bitty shovel, okay, a kid's shovel, and you go out there and you start shoveling, it doesn't really matter how much you got done the first day or the second day as long as you kept moving, because eventually the fucking hole is going to get dug. All right. And that's the same thing in goals. It's the same thing in business. You show up every day, you chip away at it, you don't quit, and you keep going, and it produces the result. And dude, that's been my experience. Everything I've ever said I'm going to do has happened because I'm willing to do anything to do it. And I think that's the attitude that's missing amongst most people. Most people just have the attitude of, oh, this would be cool if I could do this. And that's just not good enough. It's not firm enough. It takes more than that.
Yeah, that's real shit, man. I love it. Guys, Andy, question number 3. Andy, what's your outlook on the golden rule? Give respect to get it. I feel like in a perfect world, it sounds great, but I don't feel like that works in the real world. I would love to get your take on this. Is it true you have to give respect to get it? Or is it demanded? Is it something else?
I think it depends on where you are in life. I think if your whole entire fucking life speaks for itself, you automatically usually get respect. Like if you produce results at an undeniable level and everybody in the world knows it and you walk in a room, they respect you, okay? The problem comes when all you motherfuckers who haven't done a motherfucking thing think that people owe you respect. They don't owe you shit. And what have you done to actually earn that respect? What is your track record? Where are your receipts? Well, oh, you were born? Oh, you're equal to everybody, so you deserve that respect? That's bullshit. Respect is earned through results. Respect is earned through commitment, through effort, through doing what you say you're going to do and displaying that through everything in your life. And then people will respect you. We have a whole generation of people who believe they deserve respect for breathing the fucking air. And that's the problem. And if you guys would stop worrying about how much people respect you or don't respect you and started just worrying about what results you're actually producing, you'd get the fucking respect you're looking for. But nobody's going to give you respect. Nobody owes you respect. And you need to get over your own fucking ego and realize that there's no reason to respect you if you've not actually done anything outside of basic human respect. Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. Normal human kindness. I'm talking about in the business world. I'm talking about in entrepreneurship. A lot of these young kids, they believe that they should get this respect because they fucking went and filed an LLC and they're starting a business. Bro, you haven't done shit. And everybody who's done shit knows you haven't done shit. They don't owe you shit. They don't owe you fucking anything. They don't owe you a fucking phone call, a fucking text, a email back, because you're not deserving of that. You haven't put in the work. You haven't even shown that you produce any results. And I see this every once in a while, dude. One of these kids will email me or get my email. They'll email me 3 or 4 times, and then they'll email and I won't answer, or it'll be DMs, right? They'll DM me 3 or 4 times talking about, bro, I would love to pick your brain over a cup of coffee. You think I'm going to give away my knowledge over to you for over a cup of coffee? I got 25 years of knowledge and you want to sit with me over a cup of fucking coffee? That's so fucking disrespectful to say to someone. Stop saying that. But in my DMs, in my emails, hey, I'd love to connect. Hey, I'd love to connect. Hey, I think I could do this. Hey, I think I could do that. And I don't ever answer because I'm like, who the fuck are you? Okay? If you were able to do the things you say, I'd know your fucking name. Yeah. That's the reality.
I'd be DMing you.
Yeah. And dude, these kids think that like you owe them something. And then what eventually happens is they write some shit. You're not who I thought you were. You don't even send me an email back. Yeah, motherfucker, because that's the way it works. You haven't earned my email back. Go out and produce some undeniable results. Become the best in the world at what you do, like I am at what I do. Okay? And then I'll email you back. If I can recognize your name when it comes in or recognize your name in my DM, you want to do business with me, then we can talk. But until then, shut the up and go fucking earn your respect that you think everybody owes you because you don't deserve it. You haven't earned it.
Yeah, that's real shit.
That's my take, bro.
Yeah. I just feel like, there's a lot of I've been seeing a lot more emails like this. There's a lot of just misconceptions, man, and I think it kind of just lends to the the work we do on the CTI side, right? But keeping this show clean, it's like there's just a lot of misalignment with just how the world really works. Like it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people get out in the real world, man, and it really fucks them up.
Well, that's because they've been raised in an idealistic atmosphere for 20 years. They've been told that just because you're alive, you're special. Yeah. They've been told that just because you show up and compete, you get a trophy. No shit, they're entitled. They believe that because they're in business that you owe them your time, and you do not. And unless you can display some exceptional value, which you probably can't because nobody will listen to you, you're not going to get anywhere with those people. Like, bro, you have to build your book. You have to build your list of results. You have to be able to tell them exactly what the fuck you've done. Exactly. Hey, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. I can fucking rip that off for anybody right now. Bro, I got a business worth 10 figures, got a business worth 9 figures, I got 3 business worth 8 figures. I got fucking 2 number 1 podcasts, 2 fucking categories. I created the world's biggest mental toughness program ever. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you've actually done shit, you can fucking, what the you've done, and it's impressive. And if I were to if I wanted to do business with someone, it really doesn't matter who the fuck it is. If I send them an email and they see my name in there, they write me back.
Yeah.
That's where you get respect. You get respect when you fucking earn the respect. And so, yes, the answer to the question is, if you haven't produced undeniable results, you have to give the respect first, and you have to give it for a long time before it's ever reciprocated.
I love it, man.
That's the answer, bro.
I love it.
People don't like it. People don't like it because they want to be respected for doing nothing. They want to be celebrated for producing shit. They want to be told they're special. They want to be told they're, a delicate little snowflake and they're the only one ever. And motherfucker, dude, you don't really understand how many emails from people like you, people like me get on a daily basis.
Just like that.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, you don't respect me. No shit. The f have you done? I mean, yeah, you're right. I don't, because you haven't fucking earned it. Do I respect you as a human being? Sure. If you were starving, I'd give you a fucking sandwich. If I'd take, that's not what I'm talking about here.
That's different.
I'm not talking about elitism as a human.
Right.
I'm talking about in the hierarchy of business. A lot of you young bucks, bro, you don't have a scorecard to show anybody. And the scorecard you do show someone usually is bullshit. And then once we figure out it's bullshit, I get on the phone with everybody else I know. I say, hey, don't talk to that fucking guy. He's full of shit. You can self-destruct your brand behind the scenes without even knowing it just by being a dumb fucking emails. You think when you email me 17 times and then tell me off in the email that I don't fucking screenshot it and send it to everybody I know and say, look at this fucking idiot. Don't work with that guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You show your true character.
Yeah, but everybody does that. Like, you know how many texts I get from like my friends in business locally and, over the globe? Guys, influencers, fucking big CEOs who are like, yeah, this fucking idiot's a scammer. This fucking idiot's this. Here's what happened here. And you get blackballed out of the circle without even knowing it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
A lot of you guys need to know your place and operate there and be very respectful to the people ahead of you, because the people ahead of you can make or break you. You know what I mean?
That's real shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. Don't be pouting because you didn't get the attention you wanted from some big dog that you're trying to do business with. You have to give the respect, bro. They don't owe you shit yet. You have to earn it. So yeah, you have to earn the respect. And by the way, if you are the big dog, you've also got to earn the respect. You don't demand the respect. I don't come in here and demand respect. Actually, I think everybody would say it's the opposite. I'm in here taking out the trash. I took out the fucking trash an hour ago. I'm in here picking up shit off the floor, straightening shit up, helping these guys with their shit. There's not a person in here that could say, oh, he demands respect. No, motherfucker, I earn the respect every single fucking day with what I do. So it goes both ways.
I love that, man.
It's the truth. Is that not true? Am I lying?
Absolutely true. I haven't seen it different in 4.5 years.
That's what I'm saying. But dude, I understand that. Yeah. I have to earn it from these people on a daily basis. If I don't come in here for the next 60 days and I'm out on my Instagram fucking on the beach, guess what's going to happen to my respect level?
Yep.
It's going to go down.
Yep.
I expect a lot from our team, but I also give a lot to the same mission that they have, which there's mutual respect there. You You see what I'm saying?
100%. It's not this thing that you just, I can be, I can earn it this day and it's going to last fucking forever.
No, that's the other thing. It's like a shower.
Yeah.
Just because you had it yesterday don't mean you have it today. For real.
That's real shit.
Yeah, it's
you
the
start to
truth.
think a little bit.
Same thing with discipline, dude.
Yeah.
If you don't fucking brush up your discipline today, just because you had it yesterday, it's going to erode. It's a perishable skill, and respect is a perishable attribute as well. Yeah. So you have to give it consistently. It goes both ways. But the reason I went off on that tangent is because it's a big problem with the younger people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys think anybody owes you shit? Nobody owes you shit. You haven't done anything. The fuck have you done? Fuck you.
I love it, man. I love it. We want to do a little extra sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little extra sauce.
Spicy.
Yeah, all right. Ooh, a little extra pepper on the chicken today.
Let's not go that far. You know, I like my chicken unseasoned.
Don't want it too spicy.
I don't want it too spicy. Motherfucker, you're the one that don't like spicy shit.
No, I don't like hot shit.
Bro, you are the biggest.
There's a difference. Spicy and hot are two different things.
You are the biggest pussy when it comes to spicy shit. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Bro, there's a difference between something being spicy and
no, you're talking about.
There's two different things. Hot and spicy, two different things.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But
I don't like hot shit. I do spicy. Little chicken curry.
That's
you know
fair.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. All spice in there. You know, Old Bay.
I like my chicken boiled with no spice. I think it has something to do with my skin. I don't know.
Yeah, you
too, Joe?
Yeah. You guys, man.
We're over here boiling our chicken and hot dogs.
What's wrong with these people, man? All right, guys. Andy, question number 4. Question number 4. Andy, I'm 17 years old, and I have my first job interview in 2 weeks. For a retail store in the mall. Can you give me some tips that would help me lock this down? I'm nervous, and I don't really know what to expect. What you got?
Tell the truth. Go in there. All right, I'm going to give you the playbook. It's very simple. Shake the man's hand or the woman's hand firmly. Don't crush it. Okay, don't be one of these turds that tries to crush the hand. Mm-hmm. Nice firm handshake. Look them in the eye. Say, thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much for giving me the interview. I very much so appreciate it. When they start to ask you questions, you tell the truth. Don't lie about your skill set. If you don't have the skill set, say, look, I don't know anything about that, but I will do anything you say to learn. And present yourself as someone who's moldable, present yourself as someone who is humble, who is willing to learn, who is willing to help, who is willing to do anything. Take out the trash, wash the sink, whatever has to be done, I'll do. So that I can learn how to be good at this. And if you have that attitude when you go in there, because in an interview, I've interviewed, thousands of people, and most people come in and they start bragging about all this shit that they know and how much they can help the company and fucking, bro,
I could build a rocket ship.
Yeah. Dude.
It's like, bro, we're just selling some supplements, man.
Bro. And it's a lie, too. It's not like you don't know it's a lie. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, this person that's interviewed you has probably interviewed fucking hundreds of people. So when you go in there and you start lying about what you can and can't do, and you start saying corny-ass shit, like, they're going to know. Mm-hmm. So, like, my biggest piece of advice, man, is be respectful to the last question, be eager to learn, be humble to admit that you don't know, but you'll do whatever it takes to learn. And then if you give you, any assignments to learn those. And then try to be as prepared as you can before you go in there. If they sell clothing or electronics or whatever it is in this retail environment, try to learn as much as you can before you go in, but don't be certain about what you know. So, when they say, well, what do you know? Let's just say it's an electronics place, right? What do you know about iPhones? Well, I know this and this and this and this and this, but I that's just stuff I picked up on my own. I don't know, like
no formal training.
Yeah, these are just things that I read on the website, and just be honest. Dress nice. Don't dress like a slob. Dress appropriately nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, if you're going into like a gym and you wear a suit as an interview, it doesn't really fit. Like, you want to dress appropriate so you don't come off as a little weird. But I think the biggest thing is, man, for a young kid is just to say, hey, this is my first job. I'm here to learn. I'm here to get better. I want to learn things, and just being humble enough to admit that you don't know exactly what you're doing. I think that'll go a long way.
Yeah. What was like your first, like, you're on a payroll job? Because, I mean, I know you started business at 19, but, I mean, I'm sure there was something in there. What was your first?
No, not really. I always played sports.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I didn't have a job.
Yeah.
I did, and the jobs I did have, they were things I did.
Like side hustle.
Yes, like mowing grass or going door to door, things like, bro, I'm an entrepreneur through and through. Like I'm not hireable. Yeah. Could you imagine me fucking working for someone? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I'm unemployable, so I had to employ myself. It's the fucking truth. It's 100% the truth, dude.
Yeah, I love that though.
Yeah,
man.
so
I love
like,
that.
yeah, I have to do things my way, man. And you know, in an employment situation, that's not ideal.
Yeah,
you know, people don't like that. they frown upon that. So, you know, but you know,
but you know what an employer looks for. That's the important part.
because I've been doing that part a long time.
Yeah.
You know, so I like people who are honest, who tell the truth, who have a good attitude and are positive, who are respectful, and I think they're decent people, who come prepared, who say, hey, I know this, but, you know, that's just, you know, don't be too certain like you're an expert. Just say, hey, this is what I think I know. And I think that's a really good place to start.
Quick follow-up on that, because I remember, you know, I had a bunch of, like, I've worked for, like, all over the place. I've had, you know, experience in different places and different employers. And I remember one time I was told that I didn't hire you because of your resume. I don't hire the resume, I hire the person.
Yeah.
Is that that's a good, like,
yes.
That's a good way to look at
Yes.
the process for people?
Yes. I think you're much more likely to get hired if you are an honest, good person versus someone who knows all the shit that rubs you the wrong way. I don't want to hire. I'll tell you who I don't want to hire. I don't want to hire someone that thinks they know everything. I don't want to hire someone that comes in and presents themselves as overly, you know, knowledgeable about what we do, because what I already know as an employer is they don't know shit about how we do things, and I'm gonna have to break them of all these fucking habits.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would much rather have someone who's a good person, who's open to learn, than someone who thinks they're super experienced and they're gonna come in and do all this shit when I know for a fact they don't do it to my standard, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, then you got to deal with for the next, 6 months. Well, at this place, this is how
that's
we.
right.
Yeah,
that's right.
fuck.
And dude, I won't even let that shit come here. That shit doesn't even come here.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Well, guys, Andy, that was 4.
Yeah, guys, let's have a good week. Let's go kick some ass. See you guys tomorrow.